Alfonso.
You know, Santa Lucia does have the Twin Towers in Espino and Aquino, but after that, hindi na ganun kalaki yung kanilang lineup.
Well, that's always been the problem na parang masyadong malaki yung letdown pagkatapos ng Espino at Aquino mo dahil just so much talent between the two of them.
Tignan natin kung paano nila didepensahan itong San Miguel. Peña challenges Aquino, first at bat, and ito po yung matchup na sinasabi natin. Don Ontiveros laban po kay Kenneth Duremdes, and a guy who idolizes the other, and both superstars dito po sa PBA.
Well, a lot of mutual respect given by each other. Miski superstar na si Kenneth, he also realizes the talent of Don Ontiveros.
Well, speaking of superstars, Danny Ildefonso falls in that category, and siya po naka-puntos dito sa San Miguel. The first 2 points of the ball game. Francisco binigay kay Marlo. Top of the key. Looking for the weave. Duremdes drives inside against 3. Beerman! Didn't matter.
A little different start on the offense of Santa Lucia. Usually they start off with a post-up. Now, Coach Al Prat is saying na papalitan niya yung offense. A lot of movement in the first 2 points.
This time it's Velasco squeezing his way. Siya naman ngayon nakasingit dun sa Twin Towers ng Realtors.
Etong si Nick Velasco kasi he's a different kind of player. He's 6'5", pero he has the quickness of a 3 guard.
And you know, I think you know, a lot of people will agree as Duremdes misses his first, his second shot and his first miss. We'll agree na itong si Velasco is probably one of the best role players dito sa PBA.
Well, that's true, no? He started off as a big man, tapos all of a sudden, nagkaroon na lang ng 3-point shooting yan. And now, tumitira na siya ng 3 points every now and then. And that has made the big men of the other team come out, and it changes the whole perspective of rebounding.
Saka I think paminsan-minsan ginagamit din ni Jong Chico yan as a defensive stopper. As also, you know, really, he does have that 15 to 19 foot shot range. So pag iniwan mo yan, titira yan, and he's very consistent from that area.
Well, maturity being shown by Danny Ai. Alam niya hindi niya kayang katawanin ko si Dennis dahil si Dennis ang mga katawan sa kanya.
Ayun, pumawi na ngayon si Espino. At sabi niya, hindi lang ikaw ang pwedeng makapuntos dito. And Espino really taking matters into his own hands. Yan po sa loob ng lane. And here's that pass from Marlo Aquino. The Twin Towers really coordinating with each other here. At hindi na pinabayaan na nga ni Danny Ai. At natawagan pa rin ng foul. Dennis Espino. And itong Santa Lucia Realtors, sabi nga ni kasamang Jason dito, you're very familiar.
Well,
with
yes,
the system, with this team, with the players, and just the way they handle themselves in each and every game.
Well, yeah, like I said, this is a game that loves to play out-of-town games. Evidenced by a pretty good start right now.
Inside they go, Peña against the tight interior defense, nakashoot pa rin. He used his right hand there. We know Peña is a left-hander, so off-hand yung pinanira niya ron. Here's Aquino again, top of the key, looking to pass. Francisco, pinasa sa loob. Here's the matchup. Duremdes against Ontiveros. Pumihit sa loob. Nakakuha ng foul. And he'll be given 2 free throws.
Well, this is really going to be one of our marquee matchups. 2 times down the court already. It's been Kenneth against Dondon and Dondon against Kenneth. So I think both guys are trying to get the other into foul trouble just to eliminate that matchup altogether.
Yun po yung tira ni Dorian Peña during the last possession of the Beermen. Duremdes barrels out the free throw.
Well, it's starting a little cold right now, no? Missing a couple of outside shots. But during the preseason, Kenneth scored 35 points against the South Korean Knights.
May pagyug dito ngayon sa Zamboanga City, so it might take him a while to heat up. Medyo malamig pa ng konti dito sa sa labas at saka sa loob. May aircon din dito sa Zamboanga City High School Coliseum. And ito, si Don Ontiveros nahabol ni Kenneth Duremdes pero pumito. Ang ating referees, nakuha daw yung braso.
Well,
that's a nice crossover. Ito, Kenneth really didn't have any choice but to chase him from behind.
Well, regardless, that's going to be Kenneth's second foul. And this is where the problem really lies with Santa Lucia. Once you lose one of your top 3 guys, what happens next?
And that's really the dilemma of Coach Al Francis Chua. When you look at the starting lineup, you know, the first 5-6 guys, parang sa team, ang lakas nitong team na to. Pero it kind of tapers off and drops off after the 6th or 7th man. So 4-point lead for the Beermen. 9-5 po ang ating score. Gerard Francisco brings it up himself. Now it's Ontiveros hounding him. Tinuloy-tuloy niya, and the foul will be called. Let's see who it's on. Looks like it's going to be on Peña. Seconds on the shot clock. Francisco, binigay kay Mendoza. Out to Aquino once again. Top of the key, hounded by Peña. Aquino spins inside. The hook shot doesn't go. Ball tip taken by Velasco. Binigay kay Ontiveros. 2 players back for Santa Lucia. Ontiveros to Velasco. 15-footer. Booking. San Miguel, an early, quick start.
Well, what happened there is, which is always a problem of Santa Lucia, is can the big men of Santa Lucia keep up with the big men of San Miguel in terms of going down the court? And obviously there, Nick Velasco beating everyone down the court, easy jump shot.
Well, during that last possession of Santa Lucia, ito naman si Gerard Francisco hitting nothing but air on his 3-point attempt. At ito, San Miguel, chance to extend on a 6-point advantage. Sa loob ulit, ito, nasakal! Ito si Dorian Peña, but persistence makes good for Dorian Peña at nakuha niya ulit yung kanyang mintis.
Pagkatapos doon, Jude, hinawakan niya pa yung muscle niya, parang pinapakita niya, malakas to.
Kahit na mas matangkad ka, mas malakas ako, sinasabi ni Peña.
Dala ata, sabi nga nila, sa ano yan, sa fruits daw, sa fruits.
So, kabilisan ulit at wala makakahabol kay Olsen Racela. Pinigay pa kay Velasco! What a slam dunk! And ayon na ni Coach Al Francis Chua, itong nakikita niya, nagtawag na siya ng timeout. 15-5 is our score with 8 minutes and 1 second left dito po sa ating first quarter for San Miguel. And you know, the way they're going, they're on pace for a 45-point quarter. And of course, that probably won't happen. Pero ganun kataas po ang nasa score nila sa first 4 minutes.
And they're adding in some more. They're starting with pressure in the backcourt just to slow down the offense of Santa Lucia.
Marlo Aquino. And the offense really starts off in that top of the key with Marlo Aquino. Siya naman ang titira ngayon, 16-footer. And Ontiveros.
Well, that's the high-low play where you have 2 big men, one in the post and one in the free throw line. Right now, not so successful yet.
Well, Dorian Peña got stuck in mid-air. Yung minsan na ibang player, hindi pa alam kung ano gagawin, lumulundag na eh. Yun, napuwersahan siyang pumasa at wala dun si Olsen.
Usually yan, Jude, nangyayari yan at the start of the season where nangangapa-ngapa ka pa dahil after a long layoff, that's really what happened.
Duremdes inside, tries to sneak inside. Mendoza fakes a 3, drives out, and it's Duremdes, 19 feet out. Dapat fielded po ito. Duremdes, another air ball. Pangalawa na po yun ang Santa Lucia.
Well, Santa Lucia, a little bit out of sync at present. Siguro just trying to acclimatize themselves with the playing court. And remember, this is their first ball game compared to San Miguel, which already has played this conference.
Tama yan. Although this is their second time here this year, compared to any other PBA team. Ito, nakuha ni Duremdes. Going inside, the bounce pass to Espino, double team. The shot doesn't go, but a foul will be called dito po kay Dorian Peña. Pangalawa na rin ni Dorian Peña yan.
Well, the coaching staff of San Miguel not very happy with that call. No? So, it seemed now that Dorian just had his hands up. Usually yan kasi it's just a matter of perspective. Usually the referee has a different look from that of the coach's standpoint.
One na lang, double-digit rebounds na. Isang rebound na lang siguro yan sa average niya, no?
Well, Jude, yan nga yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina na he had a monster year in terms of rebounds last conference. And this is something that the management always wants to get from Dennis, and he did it for them last conference.
And part of the reason I think that he also had a nice season in terms of rebounding is because yung import nila during the last conference, hindi big man, si Derek Brown. So, kinailangan itong mga big men ng Santa Lucina talagang mag-concentrate dito sa loob. So, Ontiveros walks it up. The lead is 8. Goes on the right side. Looking for Racela. Racela against Mendoza. Cross court. Goes to Velasco. Yung Defonso medyo malayo siya ngayon, so hindi titira yan. Drive baseline inside, slips and falls, nakuha ni Francisco. Fast break opportunity for the Realtors. Francisco, nice pass to Kenneth Torres for the layup.
On the other hand, just 3 of 8. And that is attributed, that's why we have a 6-point lead for San Miguel.
Well, San Miguel does have possession, but the momentum medyo nag-shift ng konti sa Santa Lucia at kaya nagtawag ng timeout itong si Coach Jong Chico. And there's Danny Siegel.
Well, a little unhappy kasi excited na yan maglaro eh. He had his foot operated on pero may naiwan pa ata mga bone spurs at pinalilinis pa to ulit. I think he's out for another 3 games or so.
You know, matagal din naghintay yan eh. I mean, he played for a little bit during the Fiesta Conference, pero before that, ang tagal niyang nawala. At itong si Danny Siegel definitely missed by a lot of PBA fans.
And of course, missed by us during the Centennial Games when he got injured.
Yes, indeed. And of course, the San Miguel management misses him the most. Paglaro eh. Here's Olsen Racela. Si Rara Racela. And they are back on track, getting the lead back up to 8.
Well, tuloy pa rin ang outstanding shooting of the San Miguel Beermen. Olsen adding on to that lead.
Well, that's something that maybe Coach Al Francis can be encouraged about na 80% itong shooting percentage San Miguel. You know, although they're down by 8, you know, you don't expect San Miguel to shoot this well the whole game. As Marlo Aquino, the birthday boy actually, today is his birthday, draws the foul from Raisal Castro.
Well, Marlo just showing the new kid on the block, Raisel Castro. A thing or two in the low post. Medyo nagpakilala lang si Marlo.
Ganun usually nangyayari. Pag mga veterano nakikita yung new kid, palagi, bigay mo sa akin yung bola. Kailangan nating turuan muna.
Well, usually coaches do that pag may mga bagong pasok habang malamig. They like to attack that player and try to draw at least a foul from them.
Here's Velasco inside, missing the gimme, but he was bothered by the skyscraper. And this, sa setup nila, Paulo Mendoza. Gusto si Marlo ulit. Doon sila nakapuntos kanina, so doon sila ulit pupunta. Ngayon, the second foul will be called on Raisal Castro. So, pinag-iinitan siya ngayon ng Santa Lucia and they know that he is the guy to go to and there is a mismatch. Hindi lang sa experience, pero sa height na rin eh.
Well, of course, not a lot of people can match up height-wise to Marlo. And one of his strongest weapons, of course, yung mga stretch niya eh. Yun ang mahirap pigilan sa kanya.
So Marlo Aquino. A little short on that free throw. Okay, so San Miguel looks like they'll be going a little small here. Nakita niyo yan si Joey Mente. Ang papalitan niya si Nick Velasco. So there's gonna be a triumvirate guard lineup here with Racela, Mente, and Ontiveros. You see the free throw percentage of Marlo Aquino, 55%. And you saw it there, dalawang mintis for the skyscraper. Still Defonso giving it to Mente. Mente wants a screen from Danny I. Nice spin move inside. Double pumps. Backs it in.
Grabe yung tira na yun ni Mente. Alam mo, I played against Mente a couple of times when we were in Santa Lucia. And this guy usually plays well pag Santa Lucia ang kalaban.
Kailangan niyang susuyo kasi nag-help defense si Marlo eh. Kasi that would have been blocked by Marlo.
Well, that's attributed to the hang time of the one-time slam dunk champion.
Well, this year's runner-up, Joey Mente. Defending champ siya at naging second place si Cyrus Baguio. Inside they go. That pass goes out of bounds. At sabi ni Daddy I, that's my fault. Hindi niya nahabol ng bola.
Well, another turnover there for San Miguel. In the last game, they had 24 turnovers against Talk and Text. That's something that they want to control today if they want to win this game.
Well, they are up by 8. Even with those turnovers, and that's maybe because of that great field goal shooting. At ito, pangatlo na kaagad ni Raisal Castro. Mukhang ganito eh, 1 foul per minute so far itong si Raisal Castro.
Well, that foul, it's a little explanation lang on that foul, no? Pag hinawakan mo kasi yung player sa likod with 2 hands, automatically the referee has to make a call. Now,
nakita mo nga si Jong, he was motioning with the 2 hands and I think he was telling Raisal wag yung dalawa.
Yeah.
Marlo through to his free throw percentage. This is another one.
That's 4 straight already. 4 straight misses from Marlo. So, yung 53% niya, lalo pang bumababa.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, 4 straight misses. The lead could only be 4 now instead of 8. So Marlo finally hits one at tumatawa na lang siya. But I don't think Coach Al Francis is laughing at the bench with every free throw miss. Here's Ildefonso. Laban kay Aquino. Backs his way. Inside. Wala doon. Nasapal ni Marlo. Here comes Santa Lucia. 4-on-3 fast break. Paulo Mendoza. Out to Francisco. Back to Mendoza. Open for 3. Not there. And a loose ball foul will be called. That might be on Mente. Sinakuha na ni Francisco yata yung bola. Mente was able to, well, is going to get this loose ball foul. Wala si Espino pala yung na-foul niya.
2 free throws, Dennis Espino.
Dennis Espino will be given a couple of freebies. Gets his 5th point. That's the lead to 6. Espino, of course, a standout from UST.
Namuro ako dyan sa second place dahil kay Dennis Espino nung
Hindi ko
college
na sana
kami.
sasabihin, Jason, eh. Pero definitely, you know, Dennis Espino had his share of success in the collegiate ranks. Velasco, laban kay Espino, binigay kay Racela. Against Mendoza, the pass slipped out of Racela's hands, stolen by Francisco. 3-on-1 fast break, Francisco. Tuloy-tuloy sa loob, and 2 more points. That's the lead to 3. Here comes Ontiveros, bounces inside to Ildefonso, double teamed against Espino. Out to Velasco for 3. Wala. The ball is tipped, nakuha. Hindi nakakuha si Francisco.
Balik-balik ang opensa ngayon. Up and down the court.
Marlo just cuts the lead to 1 point, and Santa Lucia is back in the game here. 19-18 po score natin. Lamang pa din at San Miguel, pero nasa Santa Lucia na ang momentum. Ontiveros out to Racela. Tries to drive inside, but no room. Pinasok sa loob. Ildefonso, nasapal siya kanina. Binalik kay Racela. Pinasa kay Mente. Mente for 3. That's way long, and there's a whistle. That's going to be a foul right in front of Coach Al Francis Chua and the Santa Lucia bench. So ngayon, mag-uusap sila.
Technical foul, number 16, Dennis Espino.
So Espino will be called for the foul. And you know, I mean, I think in terms of the foul, ang shot kasi, well, there's going to be a timeout.
Right now, Joey Mente will take 1 free throw for a technical.
Actually, it's Racela who will be taking the technical. It was Joey Mente who shot the 3. Walang foul na tinawag, pero based on the rules, hindi mo pwedeng takpan yung mata pag dumidepensa ka. And yun yata yung nangyari kay Dennis Espino. So no personal foul will be assessed on Dennis Espino. May technical foul lang at yun nga, naipasok ni Olsen Racela. Here's Mente against Gerard Francisco. Cross court to Racela. Open for 3. That doesn't go. The ball is tipped. Nakapick ni Kenneth Turendes, pero napunta kay Ildefonso.
Will tap to the wrong guy. Usually yan kasi ang tinuturo ng mga coaches. If you can't get it, try to tap it out. Pero medyo maling direction lang yung pagkatapik ni Kenneth at that time.
Napalakas yata ng konti. Nandun naman si Marlo, pero napalakasan, lumampas kay Marlo. Danny Ildefonso. His free throw extends the lead to 2 points. Got a substitution here for the Beermen. Dale Singson, at ito, kakampitan ni Dennis Espino for a few years in UST. He'll be replacing Olsen Racela to take over the point guard position. Jockey G. Alfonso completes the 2 free throws and extends the lead to 4 for the Beermen. Ano mo, Jason, itong San Miguel, like we mentioned, lost their first game against Talk and Text, and it's been 12 years since they've gone 0-2 in the All-Filipino Conference. Kaya palagi malakas yan pag All-Filipino. So Santa Lucia has a chance to do a job here in once in 12 years against the Beermen. Ito, pagbalik ulit. Mente, oh, by himself!
spectacular play there by Joey Mente.
Hindi na inabot ni Velasco. So nabawi ka agad ng Realtors itong layup ni Mente. 24-20. 4-point advantage for the Beermen. Velasco. Out to Ildefonso. Now it's on Tiveros for three. That's way short. And Mendoza gets the rebound. Pushing it up. No numbers for the Realtors. Nice crossover move. Good hesitation by Mendoza. Pinasa kay Espino. And Espino nakakuha ng 2 puntos.
Patuloy ang pagbulusok ng Santa Lucia. The lead is just down to 2 points right now.
But you know, this is the second string of San Miguel. I mean, pumasok na si Mente, pumasok na si Singson. Itong Santa Lucia, hindi pa nagpapalit. Singson tries against Mendoza. Singson fades away. Nothing there. Rebound, Ildefonso. Offensive board for the Beermen and a nice follow for Danny I.
Danny I having such a strong first quarter already with 8 points, getting offensive rebounds, posting up the big men of Santa Lucia.
Minute 12 left here in the first quarter. Paulo Mendoza, nilabas kay Francisco. Nothing there. Mendoza, hindi pa tumitira sa tres yun. Tumira na, pero tagilid. Kanyang tira at I think he hurried that shot.
Well, Jude, kanina you were talking about how San Miguel has never gone 0-2 in the All-Filipino. Much credit should go to Coach Jongwei Chico. He has always made this team competitive year in and year out.
Before that, it was Ron Jacobs who was at the helm, who really made sure that hindi sila mag-umpisa ng masama sa All-Filipino. Ontiveros against Duremdes. Here's Gamboa, out to Mente. Mente bounces it to Velasco. And that's an off-balance shot that doesn't hit the rim. Ang daming airball ngayon, especially in the first quarter.
Well, that's usually what happens when you play out of town. It's a real dimension, bagong dimension ng ganong kataas yung ring, parang mas malayo yung ring, all these things.
Saka Jason, the way this ring is set up, Dennis Espino gets 2 more points and he has got the lead to 2 here. At yung parang malalim yung likod ng ring eh. So parang yung depth perception, medyo mahirap din ang konti sa shooters. And if you notice, we haven't had, I don't think, a 3-point shot go in yet here for both squads. Mente gets a screen, goes inside, double pumps, nasanay na eh. Nawili siya sa double pump, but that time hindi pumasok.
Good defense by Gerard Francisco to make Joey Mente change his shot. You remember naman kasi dahil si Joey, hindi mo naman siya gaanong katangkaran. So by Gerard contesting that shot, he was able to make Joey change his shot as well.
You know, the unfortunate thing about those kinds of defensive plays is hindi mo nakikita sa stats yun eh. You know, the way a defense can really alter a shot itself. It's almost like a block shot already eh. Pero wala ngang nalalagay sa statistics. And Marlo Aquino tried to give himself a birthday gift by hitting these free throws and giving Santa Lucia a victory. Ito po sa Zamboanga City.
Well, with 12 seconds to go, pumasok na yung mga second unit ni Coach Al Francis. We have Paeng Santos and Wilmer Ong for final defensive play.
Tito Victolero also part of that substitution lineup. Coach Al Francis to Ontiveros. They do have a foul to give. Yan, na-foul ni Santos itong si Dondon. 5 seconds left here in the first quarter. We're all deadlocked at 26. So after a fast start by San Miguel in the first 4 minutes, they've only scored 11 in the last 8. Inside Gamboa, naiwan, 15-footer. Went 16 feet. Here's Singson. Nice hesitation fake, pero 1 second too late. Rebounds po natin at despite the 2 big men of Santa Lucia, muntik nang nadoble ng San Miguel ang rebounds ng Realtors.
Well, I'm sure Coach Jong will be really happy with that because this is something that they always control, the rebounding, and they were able to do that in the first quarter. Ang kailangan na lang siguro nilang i-maintain is just some bad shot selection and some turnovers which killed them in the first quarter.
Yeah, it looks like those are really the 2 things that they have to improve. Kasi tabla tayo, 26-26. They have good field goal shooting percentage. They've dominated the rebounding. So it's really the turnovers that have been the Achilles heel. Wilmer foul. Kapapasok na rin. Si Marlo Aquino lang ang starter dito para kay Coach Al Francis Chua. Peña, out to Mente. Dixon on the right side. Laban kay Victorero. Tries to get a screen from Velasco. Nice drive, and looks like there's a push by Victorero. Dale Singson.
Pushing foul number 62, Chico Victorino.
Itong si Singson coming in from a trade during draft day, and has helped San Miguel tremendously. Good pass inside, and reach and foul will be called at matatawag sa loob ng Santa Lucia.
Holding foul number 18.
Wilmer Ong, holding foul, natawag.
42nd shot clock.
Brian Gahol will inbound from the other side.
Well, Brian Gahol in the ball game right now in their first game had a monster game against Stock and Tex. Actually, siya yung in-interview natin ng first half noon dahil sobrang ganda ng
Tingnan natin kung magpapakitang gilas din siya dito sa Zamboanga City. Here's Paeng Santos for three. Doesn't go, and sinasabi nga natin yung 3-point shooting medyo maasim pa ng konti kasi yung depth perception at yung panibago nga dito sa ating venue.
Well, Jude, right now, both teams have attempted a total of 8 shots at saka wala pa nakakashoot hanggang ngayon.
So 0 for 8, and that time another turnover for the Beermen as Brian Gahol called for the shuffling of feet. So Santa Lucia, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they're looking for their first lead of the ball game. Have they led in this game? There's Marlo Aquino. Inside they go, triple team, and that doesn't hit anything.
Well,
Naghahanap ng foul.
Well, sobrang pinagsuti ko ganging up already yun na Marlo.
Nick Velasco on the other end draws the foul from Wilmer Ong. Tatong si Nick Velasco bibigyan pa ng isang free throw to complete a 3-point play as he made the layup.
Well, that's the second time he was able to release in the fast break and easy baskets for Nick Velasco. Medyo na-foul lang siya ni
Sumabit
Wilmer
lang yung tuhod eh. You know, and I think Wilmer Ong was there to help. It's just that Velasco was just going a little bit too quick at yung tuhod na sumabit. So 3 straight points for San Miguel. Here's Aquino. Inside, backs his way against Velasco, lowers his shoulder, and that's a no-no.
Well, sabi mo nga kanina, Nick Velasco, one of the better defenders in the league, showing us there what he can do. Although much smaller than Marlo, giving good position.
Ayun.
At medyo tumaas lang ng konti yung siko ni Marlo at that time.
I think he's a little bit frustrated kasi if you recall, yung last play noon, triple team siya at hindi niya na-shoot yung bola eh. So there was a little bit of frustration on Marlo Aquino's part, and I think he'll be taking a rest at the bench now as Dennis Espino will report back in for the Realtors. So Santa Lucia down by 3 with possession. Francis Adriano out to Wilmer Ong. 19 feet out, binigay kay Santos. Santos out to Victorero to Adriano. Adriano almost lost it against Mente. Here's Dennis Espino, 19-footer.
Well, both teams having a hard time in the 3-point region, but at the 2-point region, they're shooting over 50%, both teams.
Masasanay din yan, I think, from both regions. Expect them to shoot a lot better towards the end of this quarter and even the second half. At Adriano, pinatalsik itong si Joey Mente. Nakita niyo si Mente, doon pala sa kaliwa. Bumabawi pala sa kanyang tao as Dennis Espino. Few goals in a row. 2 straight possessions for the Realtors. And now the Realtors have taken the lead. And that is the first lead of Santa Lucia.
Grabe, Dennis Espino scorching hot already with 14 points with still 9 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Simpson hounded by Victorero. Spins inside and drives inside, and he will be fouled. Too much body contact during that play.
Pushing foul number 62, Chico Victorino.
Well, that's really one of the things that Chito does. No, he pressures point guards. Sometimes the only problem is he gets a little too aggressive at natatawagan siya ng foul.
Dixon once again, giving it to Mente. This time to Ildefonso. Laban kay Espino. Baseline drive, but I think nadulas itong si Danny Ai and traveling. Will be called.
Jude, pangalawa o pangatlong beses na niya na nadula si Danny. Parang his footing medyo hindi maganda sa court na to yung footing niya at present. Parang nadudulas-dulas pa siya.
You know, he is coming off of an injury off-season. So hindi pa siguro 100% yung timing niya in terms of his interior post-up moves. But of course, naninibago rin siguro yan katulad ng mga shooters natin. What is this? A bombing double dribble violation yata na matatawag. You don't really see that call too often.
I was just about to say that is the least called violation in basketball.
Nasa harap ni Coach Jong Yuchigo at saka nasa harap ng referee. So, at wala namang nag-argue. Here's Peña, lobs it inside, and you know, they're trying to take advantage. There is a slight height advantage for Dale Singson. And in fact, itong si Dale Singson from college and even here in the pros, because he's a point guard, being about 6'1", is usually taller than kung sino man yung gagwardi sa kanya.
Well, not only is he taller, there's one thing to be tall, there's another to know how to post up. That's what Dale gives this team, another dimension, a point guard that can post up the smaller opposing guard.
This is another guard that you're very familiar with. And I mean, similar size, both college and in the pros, you played against him. Adriano, nawala yung bola, naagaw ni Mente. Here comes San Miguel. Mente, binalik kay Ildefonso, inside, challenges Espino. The long rebound goes to Joey Mente.
Another rebound. Kanina, napakalaki na nung rebounding advantage ng San Miguel and they're continuing to get a bigger share of the rebound.
Alam mo, Jason, dehado pa rin sila. They're down by 1, even with that great advantage in rebounding. It's because of what just happened. Another turnover for Dorian Peña. So, ang dami nilang turnovers, whether it be, you know, passing or turnovers or just traveling violations in the post. And that has been why Santa Lucia has a 1-point lead. Espino, binigay kay Ong, iniiwanan itong mga big men eh. Pinapatira talaga eh. Tumira tuloy itong si Espino and he's a little bit short. Here's Ildefonso. Will he take it himself? He's got Bakuan to beat and pag sinakuan ang tuloy depensa sa'yo at 6'6 ka, talagang itutuloy mo.
At saka kitang-kita mo naman yung dribbling ability ni Danny Ai. Sentro yan pero siya kaya niyang ibaba yung bola.
Definitely one of the more talented, as you saw here in the PBA. Here's Duremdes, stripped away by Dale Singson. Ildefonso behind the back dribble. Binigay kay Mente sa loob. Reverse layup doesn't go. Offensive rebound, Mente. Binigay kay Ildefonso at si-set up nila itong play na to. And San Miguel in control of the boards once again. Singson wants a screen. Takes a long two-pointer. In and out. Rebound. Dennis Espino. Juan brings it up, left side, binigay kay Duremdes. Again, naagawan ni Singson. 2 possessions in a row where Singson gets the steal. Singson all the way to the basket, missed the layup.
Well, those things will really give the coach migraines when you have 3-on-1s, 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, and you don't convert. That ibig sabihin yan, pag may numbers ka in the fast break, you have to convert eh.
2 straight fast break opportunities ending up in 0 points for San Miguel. Ontiveros back in the game. Ontiveros gets a screen from Peña. Pinalik, nice give and go. That's how you do a screen and roll. That's a clinic right there. Ontiveros and Peña.
Well, ang thing kasi doon, when Don does a screen and roll, you have to respect his shot. So yung tao ng screener, usually kailangan lumabas.
Minsan iba rin talaga sa player. Ito, backdoor play, Kenneth Duremdes! Wild shot! At ayun ang nagagawa ni Kenneth Duremdes.
Well, it's one thing to be good, it's another to be lucky. But Kenneth, I think, is both.
That was both, yeah. Ontiveros drives inside, naiwanan ulit, but namiss yung layup. Peña gets the rebound, and I don't know how San Miguel is getting the rebound. You know, si Peña lang yung puting uniform sa loob. Lahat nun green shirts, pero siya nakakakuha ng rebound.
Well, sabi ko nga kanina, di ba, in the first game of Dorian, 21 rebounds. So he might be looking to outdo himself here in his second game.
Dorian Peña will be given 2 free throws, and the rebounds just keep coming. Not just for Peña, but really for the whole San Miguel team. Dorian Peña, I mean, he played NBA before really moving on here to the CBA. Si Marlo Aquino, babalik ulit. Bakit nga hindi? Birthday niya naman eh. Siguro sinusulit na ni Coach Al Francis.
Well, even though alam naman natin na miski dati, the big men, the big three of Santa Lucia, they really get a fair share of the minutes. All of them averaging about more than 35 minutes each during the All-Filipino.
There's Duremdes against Ontiveros. Binigay kay Marlo. Marlo keeps the ball, takes the 17-footer and misses it. And Dennis Espino, siya naman yung mag-offensive rebound. 2 offensive rebounds and 2 points for Espino.
Well, tatlo na yung kalaban ni Dennis dun sa rebound, pero siya pa rin nakakuha 2 servings to get the basket.
Ganun ang kailangan mangyari for Santa Lucia to win this game is really to have better balance in the rebounding. Nice spin move. Everything but the shot for Peña. 3-on-2 fast break. Macuan inside. Pinasa sa loob. Santos for the 2 points.
Well, that's a classic fast break. Macuan doing a good job keeping the ball in the middle and at the last minute giving the ball out for a beautiful assist.
Macuan from alma mater of Jason Webb from De La Salle University. Poncho is the 20-footer. Santa Lucia getting the rebound. They have a 1-point lead. Duremdes. Espino. 3-point area. Naghahanap ng papasahan. Macuan drives inside. Spins inside. Stripped away. But Duremdes right there. His follow doesn't go. Rosella out to Gahol. Gahol. Easy layup.
Well, yan another fast break given out by Santa Lucia because of their inability to go down to stop the fast break.
So, lamang ulit ng isa itong San Miguel. Espino inside. Throws an elbow to Ontiveros during that screen. And a foul will be called. He's claiming
defense change a little.
Pag hindi shooter, pwede kang mag-cheat ng konti.
That's right.
Depensa. Here's Ontiveros again. There's a pick by Ildefonso. This time he passes it out to Rosella. Rosella gets a screen against Kuan. Nice no-look! To Danny Ildefonso who slams it home for the Beermen. Ang ganda nung no-look pass.
Grabe, yan talaga. Olsen, of course, regarded as one of the prime point guards of the league. Giving it to Daniel Ildefonso. Tapos yung classic race the roof yun.
It's a backdoor play na talagang lahat may alam. Actually, walang may alam as Marlo Aquino tries to bank it off the board and Velasco gets the ball. Ahead to Rosella, tipped away by Duremdes. At silang dalawa lang ni Ildefonso, si Olsen lang saka si Danny, ang di alam na mangyayari yung play na yun. Lahat nung nanunood at saka yung taga Santa Lucia, even the teammates of San Miguel, na lang pinasa kay Ildefonso and he definitely stands to go. Dorian Peña nakakuha ng foul and again inside points for the Beermen and they have extended this lead to 5. So the interior passing of the Beermen coming to play here in the second quarter.
Well, you were talking about nga the interior passing. In the Fiesta Conference, they were #1 in assists, the San Miguel Beermen, and they're showing us this facet of their game.
You know, Jason, I would doubt that maraming categories #1 ang San Miguel. To win 16 out of 18 in the eliminations, most likely they did almost everything well in that elimination round. Medyo nadali na sila dun sa quarterfinal round. Kasi Espino drives against Ildefonso. Pinilit sa loob, double team, pero may pito ang referee. The crowd disagrees.
Well,
with the call, Jason.
Yun
I also don't remember. Actually, any player. I don't remember any player admitting to committing any foul. Hirang-hira eh. Now, when you're in an intense competition, definitely you want everything to go your way. And pag player ka lang, doon mo maiintindihan kung paano ka intense yung gusto mo mangyari. Kaya nangyayari yung mga nangyayaring yun eh. Dennis Espino trying to split the free throws, which he does. So Ontiveros will walk it up. Part of the reason is because dinideny nila itong si Olsen. So hindi tuloy nakakakuha ng bola itong si Olsen Nacela. Ontiveros a pick and roll once again. This time takes it all the way, missing the layup, and again an offensive rebound for Dorian Peña.
Holding foul, number 19, Kenneth Juventus. Penalty.
But 6 na yung rebound ni Dorian at this point, no? And 10 points already. So one of the guys that it's all been big men matchups that parang masarap panoorin at this point. Dorian having a big game, Danny having a big game, Dennis having a big game.
Sabi nga natin, pag iniisip itong dalawang kupunan na to, you think of the front line, although the superstars are there with Durandes and Ontiveros. But the front line is what makes them click. At yun ang nakikita natin ngayon here in the first 2 quarters. Wala pa nga. I mean, there's still not a 3-point shot made here in this ball game. And another offensive rebound for San Miguel. Racela shoots a 3. And that was a little long. The ball is tipped. Francisco has it. No numbers for Santa Lucia. 3 San Miguel Beermen back. Mendoza tries his hand as a 3-pointer. Wala pa rin. Hirap na hirap ito sa perimeter. But Gerard Francisco takes care of business inside for the follow. Ontiveros against Santos. Gets the screen for Ildefonso. Provides baseline inside and trickles the layup in at nakakuha pa ng foul.
Well, that's the... when Dondon Ontiveros came into the league, a lot of people said that he was a pure jump shooter. He's continued to develop, got his body bigger, got faster, got stronger. Now showing right now,
yes, indeed.
Anytime the PBA goes on a road show, that's where you want to be.
First game out of town for the Philippine Cup. Ontiveros completes the 3-point play.
Jude, baka merong mga nakakita kanina, no? Dondon has a little tape on his right hand. This might impair his shooting. This was an injury that he sustained during their first game against Stock and Tex. Pero kausap ko siya kanina, he said okay naman daw siya. But as a precautionary matter, I think naka-tape niya yung right hand niya, a couple of fingers.
You know, that's a big difference when you it's like an offensive foul here on Santos. Gumalaw yata dun sa screen. But for a shooter, having tape in your hands makes a big difference. Although, yung bola natin, meron ng 12 panels. So, baka nakakatulong ni Dondon yun.
Well, anytime you change anything in terms of your shooting hand, you're gonna feel something, be it good or bad.
Here's Ontiveros. Speaking of which, drives inside. Pinasa sa loob. Peña, nasapal ni Wilmer Ong. Here's Paulo Mendoza. Pushing the ball, 3-point area. Out to Gerard Francisco, gets the screen. Out to Santos for 3. That's way short. Velasquez gets the rebound.
Well, so palpal yun ni Dondon at that attempt ni Paeng Santos. He was expecting that, knowing that Paeng is a dead shot from a 3-point range.
Racela, laban ni Mendoza. Racela, left-handed drive inside. Pass it naagaw ni Gerard Francisco. Espino inside against Ontiveros. Passing it to Santos for the easy layup. No call there on the pump. And Santa Lucia back in this ball game, now only down by 3.
This game continues to be just a game of 3 points, 5 points, a very close game all around in the first half.
Ontiveros, nilabas po kang he took an extra step there. And yeah, he will be called for the traveling violation. And Dondon, mukhang he got himself trapped and had to take that extra step, which resulted in a traveling violation. So less than a minute left here in the first half. Santos guarded by Singson, giving it to Francisco. Inside they go, ball loose. Espino with the ball, double team. Naghahanap ng bukas Here's Paulo Mendoza, bump by Rosella, no call, out to Espino, fake, shoots, way short, pasa ba yun kay Wilmer Ong, pero he missed the shot. Wilmer Ong gets the rebound and gets the 2 points.
Well, a good sign for Santa Lucia. Anytime you get extra points from your hatchet troopers like Wilmer Ong, it's always a good sign, and that would make Coach Al very happy.
Rosella out to Will Defonso, now on Tiveros. They're up by 1, 19 on, 5 on the shot clock, 19 on the game clock. Singson inside, pinasa kay Peña, bobbles the ball, losing it out of bounds, pero last touch ng Santa Lucia with 1 second left on the shot clock.
Yun ang gaganda ng mga interior passing ng San Miguel. Parang nadudulas lang in the last second lang eh. Tawa niyan, pag-uwi niyan.
So 1 second left. Rosella will be inbounding this ball. The bounce inside. Singson. And that ball goes in. Will it count? Teka muna. Mukhang wala pang signal ang referee. Is it gonna count? Looks like they're gonna count it. So give Dale Singson 2 points.
Coach Al very, very unhappy with that situation that happened there. On the other hand, Coach Chong, great play to be able to make a basket with 1 second remaining.
You know, San Miguel still has 2 more fouls to give with 7 seconds here, so they are in good shape. But yung play na yun, I mean, pwede naman eh, 1 second, catch and layup eh. And the clock doesn't start until Singson touches that ball.
Exactly.
Here's Wilmer Ong. Hands off to Mendoza, and there's the foul. So meron pa silang isa. After that, 4.7 seconds to go here in the first half. I think the only one in semi-foul trouble for San Miguel is really Dorian Peña, who picked up 2 quick fouls. It's the first quarter. So Gerard Francisco out to Espino. Pa-foul ulit itong si Daniel Defonso. So they are now in the penalty with 3.3 seconds left.
Well, that's always a smart thing to do, you know. When you give up fouls,
it's only the fourth team foul, rather.
Well, always a good thing to do. Just if you have the fouls to give up.
So a 30-second timeout by 3-point lead for San Miguel. Chance to tie with a 3-pointer for Santa Lucia, or cut it to 1 with a 2-point field goal. Here we go. Francisco will inbound. Binigay kay Santos. Santos nowhere to go, and he is blocked by Dondon Ortiz.